Michel would scribble anything down from old ephemerises that he had never bothered to update. Often he would double up on planets and even sun signs, because honestly it was just doodling for his clients who comprehended none of it. After all, what did it matter so long as he gave accurate or reasonably accurate readings? Of course, he often gave deliberately inaccurate readings, because no one wants to hear bad news, now do they? One especially did not want to tell this woman bad news, Michel's chief patron, when he hit his 50s, the Queen, Catherine de' Medici, whose penchant for poisoning people became her hallmark. Still, she kept the Inquisition off our Michel, and he kept her happy with happy news. Oh, happy, happy, happy. All her sons would be kings, Michel said, and that was right enough with one exception. Oh, and I should say that he did not bother to tell Her Majesty how short the reigns would be, or how disastrous, and as far as any of her grandsons ever occupying the throne, well, what grandsons? Once Michel got a whiff of the vibes around the royal court, he learned to flatter, to deceive, to lie through his teeth almost habitually, all in hopes of not being murdered in his bed. He had landed in a nest of vipers. These people actually thought they had the absolute right to do whatever they pleased, to whomever they pleased. Unfortunately, they did. Their culture bestowed upon them that much power. Of course, Michel entertained notions that it should not be like this, that the world should not be run by a group of spoiled psychopaths. But I must say he kept this to himself. Now everything was about kissing up to the Queen and telling her whatever she wanted to hear, and sometimes submitting to her unusual idea of fun. Yes, I am joking about this last part, but not by much. To be serious for a moment, the main point that I would like to leave you with just now is that Michel relied on his own faculties and used astrology merely as his front. And I must insist that he organized his quatrains according to the line of study that had helped him develop clarity in his search. That study was Kabbalah, to which, sadly, he was as moralistically blindsided as any who have ever taken it up. In closing, it will be hard for people to accept what I am about to say, and there will be disrespect over it, and insults, and many people will have to be blocked because we will not tolerate that sort of bashing from opinionated YouTubers over this. But say it I must, the volumes known as Michel's Centuries, once properly deconstructed, restructured, realigned, and applied, constitute a matrix by which one can explore a form of mental time travel. One can actually pass through the centuries, much the same as Alice through the looking glass. One learns Michel in order to unlearn Michel, and upon unlearning Michel, one sees beyond Michel.